Okay, here we go. So we're live. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Sack the Boss Daily. My name is Dale Hughes. If you'll give me 10 minutes on your lunch break, I'm going to show you how ordinary people are creating extraordinary incomes with UW. Stick around. This one might be useful. Okay, so as I said, my name is Dale. I'm here every day, 12:30 for a really short live. Excuse me if you can hear the noise outside. It's absolutely bucketing with rain in Glasgow. 5 minutes ago, it was lovely. The sun was out. Right now, the heavens have just exploded. I hope nobody's got their washings out because it's definitely going to be a disaster. So look, today's story is really about the next generation of people stepping up. There's a whole movement in the youth of today. They're looking and they're seeing their mums and their dads stuck in jobs that they maybe traditionally liked when they started, but now they've been doing the job 20, 30 years and they're not happy in that traditional job anymore. The parent feels stuck. They feel they don't have any options. Then the parent comes across UW, maybe gets involved, starts to build some real success. And we now have a whole generation of what I would call the young team getting involved in UW to make way more money part-time than most people go out and do working full-time. So today I've got three young people who want to share their story about how having an additional income with UW has made some real differences to their life. So we've got Charlie, Holly, and James. They grew up, as I say, watching their parents with UW succeed, and they have chosen to follow the same path. So without further ado, let's hear a bit.
So my dad's work ethic is definitely rubbed off on me. Him doing UW along with a full-time job. Because he's been able to do that, it says to me, why can't I do it? So from a young age, I've always been pushing myself to earn money. So I was building models as a kid trying to earn money. And the second I could get stuck in with UW, I went straight in head first.
As a parent, I'm really keen for Charlie to carry on with UW. I think he's 100% made the right choice. I like the fact that Charlie can do what he wants every single day he gets up. If he wants to go out and do one appointment or 6 appointments, he can do. If he wants to play squash in the day, he can do. He's in charge of his own diary. And I think he's 100% made the right choice in doing this.
I initially got involved with UW because my mum has been in UW for years, and obviously I grew up with it. So naturally on my 18th birthday, it was something that I always wanted to do. I think for me, growing up, when she used to work in the city, she obviously used to have a lot of stress. She used to have really, really long days. Whereas when she was able to focus more time on her UW business, I think because she knew that she had a get out plan, it meant that her stress could come down a lot. That kind of showed me how positive it is and the impact that it can have to be able to retire young. Especially now, obviously I am in my career, it gives me a backup plan because the career that I'm in, I love, but can be very stressful. And I'm not sure how long I will do it for. And what UW gives me is the ability to do my career until the day I stop enjoying it, rather than doing my career until I have to.
My dad's been a partner in UW for as long as I've been alive. So when I saw the free time that my dad had, sort of inspired me to think, well, hang on, if this is possible for him, then it certainly can be possible for me. And when I wanted to get to my late 20s and early 30s, I wanted to have the time to do that with my own children. One of the best things about UW is it's already given me a passive income, which is going to allow me to, in a few weeks, actually buy my first property, which is really, really exciting. What I love about UW is that all the effort that you put in now will give you the time and money later on in life, whereas a lot of people who are in a full-time job will work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And then in order to get paid the same income, they've got to do 40, 50, 60 hours a week. So they're never actually buying back their time, which we can do as UW partners.
Uni was never in the back of my mind. I never wanted to go to university, but I started off looking for apprenticeships. I applied for over 50 apprenticeships. But once I'd done UW part-time, if I could double, triple what I was doing in that part-time, which I knew I could, doing it full-time, I know I'd be earning the same as what I would in an apprenticeship. I think it's important that young people see another way of earning. Not traditional, but it works, and that's the best thing about it.
I've done that. Oh, Mike, bloody hell, what am I like? Fucking sorry, swore. Oops. I did that yesterday as well. Started talking and I was still on mute like an absolute fud. So look, I guess what I was trying to say is, for me, that's really inspiring seeing the young team like that. We're always, people are told go to school, then go and get a degree, and then you get a guaranteed job and you'll live a lovely life for 40, 50 years. And it doesn't pan out like that. It just doesn't work like that. So for me, it was really inspiring to see that success is not about your age. It is not about your background, and it's not about your experience. It's about in here, in your heart, and in here, in your head. And anyone at any age can be successful if they just want to. And with UW, you can plug into a proven system. The company's been operating 27 years. They're a multi-billion pound turnover brand. And all they do is help people. They help people save money on boring bills, and they help people change their lifestyle. It was something like that I saw when I was back working. I worked in the motor trade. I was a business manager, so I was the guy you would go and deal with about the financial side of things, getting your payments in order. I worked for Mercedes. I worked for Audi. And the thing that I always found frustrating was you're working that 60, 70 hours a week for somebody else who at the end of the day would replace you if they could find somebody else that will do it for a little bit less money. Whereas at Sack the Boss, this channel is about trying to help you understand that you have got choices in life. You might not feel as if you do. A lot of folk feel trapped, but you have definitely got choices. And like I say, it inspires me to see that we've got the youth really focused on just doing that little bit extra, maybe following the footsteps of their mums and their dads, who they have seen be successful with UW. So to kind of start closing off, as I say, every day I'm going to run a short live to try and help people understand that they have got choices. So first of all, I'd love it if you can share the channel. If you know somebody and they're looking for an additional income stream, or maybe they're frustrated in their job like I was in Mercedes-Benz at the time, and they just want options, then this channel will provide them some really good options where they can watch the different videos, they can get the information for themselves. So please like and subscribe to our channels. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on all the social media platforms. So you can follow us on all of those things. You can tag people in the comments about how this might be of use for them to have a look at. And then from seeing my content, it might just get them thinking that, you know what, I could do with those extra £250 just from helping people save money. And my role in Sack the Boss is I am what I would call a talent spotter. I try and find smart, ambitious, motivated people who want more out of life. And a Monday to Friday 9-to-5 job does not give you the life that you want. It might pay your bills, but you're not born to just pay bills and die. You're born to build a life that you want, that gives you everything that you need. So I've got an Ask Me Anything. Yep, over here. Good. So I've got an Ask Me Anything that I do every day after the live from 1 p.m. I open up my Zoom room. So whether you just want to know a little bit more about how you can maybe get involved in making some money, or if you're already in the team and you just want to come on because you've got a question, or you're on an appointment and somebody gave you an objection that you don't know how to handle, then coming on the call at 1 o'clock. As I say, it's an invite only. So as long as you're watching my content, is the only way you'll know that I'm doing an Ask Me Anything. So, but like it says along the bottom of the screen, it's relaxed, it's open. Come with a cup of tea. If I could do, I'd crack a beer open, but I've been told that 1 p.m. is too soon to crack a beer open, even though Celtic's playing tonight at 5:45. So Ask Me Anything will start at 1 o'clock. Make sure you pop in, sacktheboss.co.uk/live. So other than that, it's that's me. Tuesday, we did our Sack the Boss Daily. We did one on Friday, another one yesterday, Tuesday. So we're really just trying to stay consistent. And everything in life is definitely about consistency. So, like I say, if you like what you see or you see this on replay, most folk won't see this live, they'll see it on the replay. I'd love it if you can pop replay in the comments. It just helps rank the posts. If you know of somebody wanting to make some money, tag their name in the comments or like us on any of the social media platforms. But other than that, I hope you have a lovely Tuesday and I will see you tomorrow.
Let's go.